Welcome back, everybody. If you're looking closely at me, you'll probably notice there's a little something new right here. And it's the start of a new beginning once again. A little bad news before we start with the good news. We lost LC several weeks ago. She had an accident. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm heartbroken, but I'm not completely devastated because I didn't raise her. Her mother did, so we really didn't have a bond. If I went out in the yard, she might eat out of my hand, but typically she ran away. So we didn't have the same bond that I have with, let's say, Skeeter or Crash. Am I heartbroken? Like I said, yeah, totally breaks my heart, but am I devastated that I had to shut down for a couple days? You know, it ruined my life. No, I can't say that it did, but it doesn't mean her life wasn't worth it. Her brother and her mom do really miss her a lot. Well, I had a bunch of her eggs, but they were in the refrigerator, and some of them were a month old. These guys. I put them in an incubator, and people says, you can't incubate. You just shit on me. Thanks. You can't incubate eggs that have been sitting in the refrigerator. They're never gonna hatch. These guys have been in there for a month, and you told the Duckman no. And guess what? Now the Duckman's got babies. So technically, the rooster here was LC's brother, so these two are both highly inbred. But they're so sweet. And they're the same color as their mother and father were when they were babies, but I think the opposites of them. I think the girl is the yellow one, and I think the boy is the gray one. Whereas LC and Tezzy were the opposite when they were babies. Little LC looked like a crow as she was growing up because she had just jet black feathers until the gold ribs started to show up on them. Can't believe you shit on me. Well, you know, I should be able to believe it. Well, they're 4 days old, so 30 days sitting in the refrigerator, 21 days in the incubator, and they're 4 days old at this point. And they're happy, they're healthy, they sure know who new daddy is. Yep, even though technically I'm the Great-Grandcock. That's because my babies, yeah. And you shit too now. Oh my god. You wouldn't believe how much these two eat. They eat so much more than their parents did as babies. They ate a whole quart of food. It was like a quart container full of their chicken crumbles, and they ate it all up in about a, in about a day. I couldn't believe it. It was gone. Just gone. Like, where did it go? I shouldn't have had to ask that question because there was clearly poopies everywhere. They were all in the inside of their box, and I've got them in a cardboard box with a heat lamp on them. And I'm glad that I heat tested it first, because that was the same heat lamp I've been using for years for all of the birds that I've ever had. But I always kept it kind of at a distance, but they're always fully grown, and it was like middle of winter. You know, Skeeter had just taken a bath kind of thing, so I put the heat lamp on her. Well, I put a thermometer under the heat lamp to see just how hot the thing got. And the plastic thermometer, it melted, shrunk, and the LCD screen on it turned completely black. It was ruined. Just the thermometer was completely ruined. So I took the thermometer out, put it on the side, and I went and got a lamp dimmer, and I put it in an electrical box with an outlet and everything. I actually made a proper dimmer for it. Yeah, I know you could probably buy one in a extension cord or something, but whenever I went to the store, they didn't have any, so I just made one. That's fine. Cost a little bit more money, but you know what? Parts are replaceable because I built it. So anyways, I just dimmed it back until I got a temperature right at about 100 degrees, which is the same temperature that their incubator was. And I put them in there, and they were happy, but I've knocked back the temperature a little bit because the bathroom that they're in was getting so hot. And I'm trying to keep that away from the rest of the house because I'm running AC in here. Why would I want to heat the house with something when I'm running air conditioning here in the summer? So I've got them sitting in the bathroom there, and the temperature goes up in there, so I dialed back the heat lamp even more. And I got the air in there to be probably about 85 degrees, and their bedding is just over 90. And I could probably start dialing them back now. After the first few days, you can start bringing them a little cooler temperatures. Cooler temperatures will also stimulate feather development for what it's worth, but they already have little feather buds showing on the tips of their wings. Don't you guys? Well, names were something you guys are going to be asking, I'm sure. Well, since they came out of the refrigerator, and everybody told me that they would never hatch, I figured the name would be organic, it would just happen, and it did. Their names are Icebox and Frostee. And there's still a few more eggs that are in the incubator that came from Mama. I put them in there about a week later. So I'd say about 3-4 days from now we might see some more babies hatching. And if we do, of course, I'll make a video about it. But that's what's new in the world right now. And hopefully Bee will be back next week with me. She's been out of town for a couple weeks. That's right, you guys. Yeah. Yeah. You good babies. We're gonna see how much they love me as they grow up. I'm hoping that the girl here, Frosty, will love me a whole lot, but I really don't need another boy. I've already got Tezzy and I've already got Biddy, and the two of them are constantly fighting again. I don't need a trio that fights in one female. That's a total no-no for a chicken yard. Bad news. Total bad news. It's bad enough I have to keep two of them separated. I couldn't imagine trying to separate three. Well, anyways, like, comment, subscribe, pluck the dingle bell. You'll see updates every time that I upload a new video. Check out Duck Shit down there for all my different social media links. And we'll be back with a video soon enough. Thanks for watching. Right? Look at all the poops on me. Look at all the... You guys are so cute. Alright, we gotta put you back now. Come on. I know. I know. Yes, oh, there you are. Aren't they cute? Oh my god.